everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Beth Chats Books. Now today's video is my announcement for the Octofinals Booktube Prize reading list for 2021. So I am reading for the Octofinals non-fiction and I am in category G. So I'm going to tell you the 6 books that I'm reading. So I am expected to read these from the 1st of February to the end of March. I will be doing a vlog of my findings of them, but it will be similar to last year. It will be reading them probably and then giving you a brief synopsis of how I'm finding them and then where they're slotting as I'm reading them. I have started my master's course as well this week, so it's been a very busy week, but I'm really excited to get involved with the non-fiction. I'm just going to show you pictures because I've had to order quite a few online because non-fictions are not available on my library app. Well, some of them are, and 2 of them I've reserved straight away off this list, but a lot of them were harder to find, so I've ordered them from good old Amazon. So the first one I have is Mozart by Jan Swafford, and this is hella chunky. I googled it and I think it's 800 pages, so very intimidating. So hopefully this one comes first, and with all of my course reading, scares me a little bit. But Robert from Barter Hordes did warn me that the non-fiction were going to be chunky. He did mention in his emails, and I wanted to be involved in both the non-fiction and fiction this year as well, because some of the non-fiction was so good last year and it really opened my eyes to the diversity of non-fiction, and some of them were my favourite reads of the year, so I wanted to be involved. So obviously Mozart is about Mozart. It's a non-fiction biography, I presume. I don't know anything about Mozart and I'm not very well versed on classical music, but he is a figure that I'm interested in, so I think it will be very comprehensive and interesting. So we'll see with that one. Then the next one I have is Conditional Citizens by Layla Lalami, and this is about citizenship in America, I believe. I saw this buzzing around in the last year and it was something that I wanted to pick up anyway, so I think that will be quite interesting. I don't know much about it, so obviously I'm going to read these books and tell you a bit more about it when I get round to it, but there's that one. Then there's These Fevered Days by Martha Ackman, and I think this is about the poet Emily Dickinson, and it's a biography-ish on her life. I, again, really don't know anything about this. The non-fiction seems quite diverse this year. I was watching Barter Horde's announcement video for the Booktube Prize on the Booktube channel, which I'll link down below. And there is a lot of diversity in the non-fiction this year. I think last year there was a lot of social justice and true crime-esque style non-fiction books, but there's a whole plethora of different things. So this is about poet. Obviously I've got a musician biography in here. I've got social commentary, and then the next book that I've got, The Great Migration by Sonia Shah. I think this is environmental, if I remember from the cover. Again, all of these books are very, very different, so I think that will be quite interesting. Whereas last year I had Solitary and I had the Weinstein books with Catch and Kill and She Said, and then an overlap of social justice with Know My Name and with No Visible Bruises. So there was a lot of very samey books going on. But yeah, this is very diverse. And then the next one is Entangled Life by Merlin Sheldrake, and I absolutely love that name. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And this one I was really interested to read. This was already on my radar. So this is talking about the fungi and the role that fungi plays in the worldwide forest networks. And after loving Underland by Robert McFarland and being really fascinated by how fungi worked in that book, I'm really intrigued to see how I will find this nature book. He's really passionate about trees and fungi and the relationship between them and other microbes in the ground. So I'm really interested to see how I'll get on with that, because last year was a pleasant surprise and I found that I was actually interested in that topic. And then the last one is Owls on the Eastern Ice by Jonathan C. Slort. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, I just scribbled all of these down. Don't know anything about it. I presume it is an expedition to find a rare breed of owl. Might be completely wrong. But yeah, these 6 are going to be really interesting because there's a lot of wildlife and nature, there's a lot about the environment, but then there are poets and musicians in here as well, and a little bit about social justice and social commentary. So I am really excited to see how I'll get on with these. I'll let you guys know when I do. I will be bringing my January wrap up out very soon, but I do have a few books I'm hoping to squeeze out before then. But I will do it as 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, because I already have over 10 books and I don't think you want to hear me wrap up 10 books in one video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon with a brand new video. Bye now.